Well, good afternoon. Actually, I'm in Samaria now, in a beautiful place, heading to an amazing place, and let me take you there. First of all, those are two Israeli villages, Alei Zahav and Leshem, and in between there's a very important Christian area. And you can see that the Christian, the evangelist, actually donated that place and renovated it. I mean, planted some trees here. We just came from Deir Qal'a, and I hope that you watched that video. And we're heading to kind of another monastery slash Christian agriculture farm from the 6th century. Let's go and see it. Where we are, I don't know if you can see right there. That's Tel Aviv, the far away city. Then it's quite close to Tel Aviv. This is, according to some of you, the West Bank. Until 1967. It was owned by Jordan, never owned by a Palestinian country. And in the future, I don't know. But look how beautiful it is. Oh, it looks like a water system. The people who actually been here, the monks who've been here, according to what the tour guide said, and I'm part of a group of Israeli tour guides, mainly because there aren't any tourists in Israel now because of the war between ISIS, Hamas from Gaza and Israel. It's called Deir, which usually used for the used to describe a monastery, and Sama'n, which is Simon. Was that Simon? We don't know. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Look at the mosaic floor, which is not the best mosaic floor ever, but that place was used mainly for agriculture. Then you don't need to impress people here. There's a water system beneath us all over here. There's an oil press here. Another one. Then in that case, we know that they used to deal with olive, and there are lots of olive trees around us. For example, right here. There is a small church. I think it's more like a chapel, mainly because they didn't use it as a fortress. They found here some tombs that maybe the fathers of the church who actually been here.
גם את זה ראינו, משטחי דריכה בחלק הזה פחות או יותר, לא דומה, זה אותו קבלן, אותו מכרז שיצא לקבלנים ולאדריכלים, לתכנן משהו דומה. יוצא פתוחה, הכל משמעורים, בית בת, פתוחה, עשייה קטנה.
It was built as a fortress. There's some idea, a yard. The difference is the tombs that we found, and that's at the entrance. I will show it to you later on. And the church is here. You can see the apse of the church. One corridor, one nave. That's the entrance to it. Deir Qal'a, the one that we came from, is right there. And in that case, you can see that it's close to each other. The idea was to be a barrier between the Christian Byzantine and the Samaritan. And that is the entrance to the burial site. The floor was right above it, and the tombs were there. Yeah. Let me show it to you. You can see the niches, the bed for the tombs, then the fathers, yes, I believe, of their church, buried there. We are outside the monastery of the farm, and look at the water cistern area.
טיח אדמדם. רואים את הטיח האדמדם, רואים את הקירות החצופים, רואים אותם יפה, ושימו לב, בריכות עם ממש אפשרות לתחם בין הבריכות.
אולי היו באים לכאן?
Pupils curved. You can see that it's a rock cut poles, and you can divide it according to the water supply. You can see the barrier between those two. Look how beautiful it is. Let me try to show it to you. Oops. Yeah. I'm destroying my jeans. You can see the plaster all over, and the children of Leshem enjoying it. You can see the ladder there. Although, what can I tell you? It doesn't look like a clean place. Just like in the other fortress, you can see that it wasn't built by private people. I already started to talk that this is a barrier between the Samaritan area and the Christian area, and this is important. This is the important thing to understand, because when the Christians came to here, they took the holy site of the Samaritans and converted it into Christianity, a Christian place, because it's actually owned by them as well. I mean, we are talking about the Samaritan woman, Jacob well, and the tomb of Joseph that used to be owned by the Samaritans. And after they took it from them, the Samaritans started 100 years of rebel. They actually were against the Christians so many times. They were against the Christians, they saw themselves as the enemies. Sadly, we don't have a lot of documents from the Samaritans, but we do have some documents that were written by the Christians themselves. Then in that case, the Christians at the end decided to let the Christians here. The Caesar Justinianus decided to give the Christians less tax to pay and to build places like that, and to give more tax for the Samaritans to pay. Then in that case, the Christians here decided to make it easier, and they asked the Samaritans, prepare your oil, olive oil, vineyards and everything through us, then you won't pay tax, but we are going to own your land in a way. From 1.5 million Samaritans at the beginning of the Byzantine time in Israel, 4th century, we have only less than 1,000 Samaritans in Israel now. Most of them were converted to Christianity or to Islam. I must say that it's quite unique. I mean, look at the pools outside the monastery, and this is a round one, which is strange. I mean, it's so difficult to prepare around. We don't know what it is for, but because we don't know, we can actually find so many answers. I mean, every answer that you will say, that it can be good. That is kind of a Steindial. True, not? I don't know, because it's actually, the sun is, the direction is excellent. Maybe in winter time it was a kind of a small lake, and some of the water later on, if it was high, the high level, went through that canal to the others. Summertime, after they, harvest the wheat, they deal with it here. True or not, we don't know, but it's so unique. Small monastery or farm. We did a lot of agriculture business here. Well, that were 30 minutes of Deir Samaan, which is again, you won't find a lot about it in the on YouTube, and it's quite a rare video with a lot of information. You know that I'm not working, then first of all, please subscribe to my channel. Secondly, send that link to all of your friends. And if you want to support me with a different way, look at the left part of the lower part of the video, just next to the like button. You can see the shape of a heart. This is super thanks. You can actually thank me through there, and and I will add as much information as I don't know if I have a lot of information about that place, but you will find 2 links of Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, and those are 2 more options to support me. This is the only income of me in that time of the year. Then thank you very much for being with me, and see you in my next video. But let's go together. Let's go together right now. Such a beautiful place. It's quite hot. Early morning was quite cold, but now it's I do have a coat. I don't need a coat. for that. Thank you for being with me. See you in my next video. Bye bye.